The United States has always had a fascinating relationship with its coins. From the legendary Morgan dollar to the classic Lincoln cent, each coin has its own unique story. But among these, one of the most iconic and enduring coins is the quarter dollar. It's a coin that has evolved over time, capturing the changing history of the nation. Today, we're focusing on a specific year, 1983, and why the quarter dollar from that year could be more valuable than you ever imagined. At first glance, the 1983 quarter may seem like just another coin, part of the regular production run from the U.S. Mint. It features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and a simple eagle on the reverse. But like any coin, its true value doesn't lie solely in its face design. It's about condition, rarity, and the story behind it. The 1983 quarter is one of those coins where collectors and investors alike are always searching for something special. So what makes this coin stand out in the world of numismatics? Let's begin by considering the basic facts. The 1983 quarter dollar, like most modern quarters, was made from a copper-nickel plaid composition, a mix of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This was standard for quarters in the 1980s. While there were no special commemorative designs that year, and the production was relatively high, it's the condition of the coin and certain rare characteristics that can truly elevate its value. This is where the magic happens in the world of coin collecting. As with most coins, condition plays a huge role in determining a quarter's value. When we talk about condition in coin collecting, we refer to how well the coin has been preserved over the years. A quarter that has been kept in mint condition, free from wear and tear, scratches, and discoloration, is considered much more valuable than one that has seen heavy circulation. A well-preserved 1983 quarter in uncirculated condition can demand much more than its face value. But that's just the beginning. In the realm of high-value coins, rarity is another key factor. While millions of 1983 quarters were minted, only a small number have been kept in pristine condition. In fact, coins from the 1980s are generally not considered rare, but the demand for high-quality examples remains strong. This is especially true if the coin has been graded highly. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being considered a perfect coin. A 1983 quarter that has been graded MS67 or MS68, mint state, can be worth significantly more than a quarter in lower grades. So, what makes a 1983 quarter worth a small fortune? Beyond its quality and condition, there are other factors that can affect its value. For example, minting errors are a huge draw for collectors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, such as a double die or off-center strike. These errors can make certain coins significantly more valuable. If you happen to find a 1983 quarter with a noticeable minting error, it could turn out to be worth much more than just 25 cents. For example, a 1983 quarter with an off-center strike or a misaligned die could catch the eye of a collector, significantly boosting its market value. Errors like these are relatively rare and add a layer of excitement and uniqueness to an otherwise ordinary coin. While the vast majority of 1983 quarters were struck with no issues, it's these minor imperfections that sometimes make the difference between a coin worth face value and a coin worth thousands of dollars. And now, let's talk about the real jackpot. Just because a coin is rare or has a minting error doesn't always guarantee it will fetch a high price. But in the case of high-grade 1983 quarters, particularly those that are in perfect condition or have rare errors, the market can be surprisingly lucrative. A coin collector with an eye for detail may find that one particular 1983 quarter could be worth much more than just a few bucks, and this brings us to the most astonishing part. Some 1983 quarters, particularly those in exceptional condition or with rare errors, have been known to fetch mind-blowing prices. We're talking about coins that are worth tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, some collectors have managed to sell pristine examples of the 1983 quarter for as much as $72,000. Yes, $72,000. For a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents, it's incredible to think how valuable it can become. So, How do you know if you've stumbled upon a rare gem? The first step is to examine the coin carefully. Look for signs of wear and tear. If it's been in circulation for decades, it's likely to have some scratches, nicks, or discoloration. However, if you happen to find a coin that looks like it was minted yesterday, no visible marks, sharp details, and pristine surfaces, you might just be holding a valuable treasure. If you suspect your coin may be rare, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. In conclusion, while the 1983 quarter may seem like an ordinary coin to the untrained eye, it's one that holds great potential for collectors. With the right combination of quality, rarity, and sometimes a minting error, this simple piece of currency can become much more than just 25 cents. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who has stumbled upon a 1983 quarter in your pocket change, remember that coins are more than just metal, they are part of a story, a history, and sometimes, a valuable investment. So, the next time you're sorting through your loose change or going through old coin collections, don't overlook the 1983 quarter. With the right conditions and a little bit of luck, you could find yourself holding a coin worth $72,000. Top 2. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures that most people would never expect. One of those treasures is the 1989 quarter dollar. At first glance, it may appear to be just another regular coin, but when you take a closer look, you'll realize that it holds potential for far greater value than its simple 25-cent face value suggests. In this video, we will uncover the secrets behind the 1989 quarter dollar and explore why it could be worth a small fortune. The United States Mint has a long history of producing iconic and collectible coins, but the 1989 quarter dollar, part of the Washington Quarter series, stands out for a number of reasons. Minted during the final years of the 1980s, this quarter features the classic image of George Washington on the obverse, with the traditional eagle on the reverse. While this design was standard for years, the value of the 1989 quarter goes far beyond the usual minting process. Like any valuable coin, its worth is determined by factors like rarity, condition, and, sometimes, certain unique characteristics that set it apart from other coins. So, why should collectors care about the 1989 quarter? After all, it wasn't a special commemorative coin, and millions of these quarters were produced. The truth is, most 1989 quarters are relatively common, but certain examples of this coin have been known to fetch impressive prices in the numismatic world. As with any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that have been in circulation for decades typically show signs of wear, scratches, dents, and fading. These imperfections lower the value of a coin, and while a worn 1989 quarter will be worth its face value, a coin in excellent condition could be worth much more. Collectors are always looking for quarters that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been used in everyday transactions. A well-preserved 1989 quarter that has been carefully stored since its minting could be highly desirable, especially if it has sharp details and minimal to no signs of wear. Coins in this condition are considered mint state and are given a grade based on their quality. Coins graded MS65 or higher can command significantly higher prices than their worn counterparts, and the more pristine the condition, the greater the potential value. Additionally, certain coins from specific years are more highly sought after due to their rarity. While the 1989 quarter wasn't produced in limited numbers, there are variations that collectors find more interesting than others. For example, quarters from certain mints, such as the Denver Mint, indicated by a D mint mark, can sometimes be rarer than others, especially in higher grades. It's important to note that while the majority of 1989 quarters were struck in Philadelphia, coins with specific minting errors or unique characteristics can fetch a premium price. Speaking of errors, this is where the story of the 1989 quarter takes a fascinating turn. Coin errors, although rare, are highly prized by collectors. Minting errors can happen in a variety of ways. Sometimes the coin is struck multiple times, or the die used to strike the coin is misaligned. These errors can result in off-center strikes, double images, or other defects that make the coin one of a kind. If you come across a 1989 quarter with a noticeable minting error, whether it's a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth far more than its original face value. Collectors often pay top dollar for these rare and unique coins, and a 1989 quarter with a significant error could be one of those hidden gems. Now, let's talk about the potential for the 1989 quarter to be worth a truly astonishing amount. While most people would assume that quarters from the 1980s are fairly common and wouldn't fetch much at auction, the truth is that high-quality, rare examples of the 1989 quarter have been sold for impressive sums. If you have a 1989 quarter in exceptional condition, or one that features an unusual minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than you imagined. In fact, some 1989 quarters have been known to sell for as much as $71,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $71,000. A coin that was originally worth just 25 cents can turn into a small fortune if it's in the right condition or if it happens to have a unique error. This is a testament to the world of coin collecting and how a simple piece of currency can transcend its initial value to become a highly sought-after collectible. So, how do you know if your 1989 quarter is one of the rare and valuable ones? The first step is to examine the coin closely. Look for signs of wear, such as scratches or discoloration. If the coin is in mint condition, meaning it has no visible damage and retains all of its original details, you're already on the right track. Next, check for any potential minting errors, as these can significantly increase the value of the coin. If you're unsure about your coin's value, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. They can help determine its condition and rarity, giving you a more accurate idea of its worth. In conclusion, the 1989 quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold immense value in the right circumstances. Whether it's in pristine condition, has a rare minting error, or simply comes from a limited run, the 1989 quarter has the potential to be much more than just a piece of change. If you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition, or perhaps a rare error variety, you might just be holding onto a coin worth $71,000. So, keep your eyes peeled and take a closer look at your spare change. You never know when you might stumble upon a valuable treasure.